Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It's David Hodge. Welcome. This is a continuation of the 7 churches exposed. Today's topic, Satan. Alright, brothers and sisters. Before we start, I'd like to address today's NOI broadcast. They were on there speaking about nothing. A clown show. The things that they are expressing or telling you about is information that's already on the internet, on YouTube, on Facebook Reels or TikTok or other social media platforms from other individuals exposing Easter. You know what I'm saying? You can easily find out about Easter and what's going on with that, you know. So why spend so much time speaking about this subject when you can easily just, you know, make the quick conclusion that obviously rabbits don't hatch eggs and don't have eggs. That's not how they deliver children, or it's not how they deliver the baby rabbits, right, or whatever the case may be, right? So you know that there's never been anybody who's come back from the dead and came back and told you about hell and heaven. You've never seen anybody who was physically put to rest, dead, completely dead for years, right? Rise up out of the ground and tell you about hell or heaven, or tell you how life was after death. You see? It never has happened. It never will. Because those are spooks and spirits and mystery things. Those, you see, that's fairy tale, make believe, stuff that they want you to believe, and those are other people's interpretations of what a resurrection is. You know what a resurrection is. The resurrection of the mind, right? Dead people, you know. The people are dead, you know, and it was one resurrection, and now there's a second resurrection about to take place, you know. So that's when Moses came, right? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad came, and you see, the Levites were the first ones to rise. You see, in the second resurrection, it was the tribe of Shabazz was the elect, the 144,000 that would be with the messenger of the covenant. That's what his job was to do, to raise up Lazarus, you see, from the dead, because the Levites are dead. They're in the way. They're blocking the message. They're deceived by a son of a devil. You see, Louis Farrakhan. You know, they're not dead. They're just in the way. You see, I mean, he's put them to death. You see, which is a statement that there's no light coming from out of there. You see, because it's not within them. You see, it was on the outside. It was Islam. It said Islam must come from within. They had life, but they didn't have spirit. You see. So Suleiman, the messenger of the covenant, would come and baptize them with fire. See, because John the Baptist, which is the messenger, he baptized them with water, and gave them life, but they didn't have spirit. But this is when the messenger of the covenant would come, right? Suleiman would come and baptize them with fire, which would give them spirit. You see, so. This is what happens when, you know, they're speaking about these things. Okay, we get it. You see, that these things are false. They're myths. Okay, but you don't have to go so deep into it, because now this is a distraction that the enemy wants. The enemy wants you focusing on Easter eggs and focusing on bunny rabbits and focusing on all these damn Greek mythology things about who the damn pagan Satan and whatever. You know what I'm saying? The pagan goddess and the names. You're so focused on this, what they want you to believe. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to focus on that so much. You see? Now speak about the covenant. You see? Because that's more important than talking about Easter. Well, we know that stuff is fake. It's out here. The information's out there. Now you can point them in. Yeah. This thing is, you didn't have to waste Sunday's broadcast on that. You could have made a quick video that you could have sent out to people to say, hey, go watch this video when you leave here. It explains more about how fake it is. because we got things that's more important. You see, we got bigger fish to fry. We got stuff that you really need to know, like your covenant. The covenant is the most important thing you need to understand, because everything that's taking place is revolved around it. It's centered around that covenant and what we went through. So if they're not telling you that, they're wasting your time anyway. And then you have the abomination, the desolation that's taking place in Gaza that you should be speaking about. That what's taking place over there, what Satan is doing, false Israel, he's doing abomination towards the Palestinians. What's taking place in Gaza is abomination, causing disgust and hate of the genocide of the Palestinians, which is a reflection of what's coming to false Israel's way, which is a sign to the black man and woman of America that they're in danger. You see, because they're going to be attacked after false Israel is destroyed, because everybody believes that false Israel is the true seed of Abraham, and they're not. So when they expose to Satan, and you have second claim, and now the devil's going to attack you. They're going to spread the news that you choose Abraham. They said, curse those who curse Israel. And they find out that they're cursed. And now they come and wipe you out because their mind is just distorted. Their mind is destroyed. Now, you see, they're exposed as devils who is wicked and evil, terrorizing God's people. Now they come and attack you because the ideology of the reality is destroyed. You see? And now they're guilty. And now they're in the judgment. You see? So these are things that they should be focused on speaking about. Speaking about Satan. Speaking about the abomination of desolation. Right, and that's another thing. They do speak about they exposing Satan and revealing Satan, but they never tell you, they never constantly keep telling you who Satan is. They make Satan seem like he's some spooky spiritual entity. And Satan, that's what Satan doing. Satan, they make it seem like anybody that's doing, well, either way it go, they never clarify on who Satan is directly. Sometimes they, because they might say, you're acting like Satan. No. It's not about acting like Satan. Satan is individual people, you see, which is false Israel. And that's what we do here. 7 churches, we give you the information, you see. And they just play around with the scripture. They don't know what it's saying. They're still guessing, or the stuff that they have stolen from the messenger of the covenant, they've distorted and they've messed it up. And you know what I mean? And they put their own spin on it to make try to make Farrakhan look good. But Farrakhan don't know a damn thing. That's why they're robbing the messenger of the covenant. They're thieves and liars. You see? And then they over here telling you that the devil he said something weird as hell about the devil. That the devil was telling you the truth until that's what he's talking about with the Easter crap. He just told you that the devil was giving you the truth before he tried to please both sides. And now he had to start mixing in lies and start mixing in these pagan this pagan goddess ritual or whatever the hell he was saying, right? But the thing, you get the idea that he was saying that the devil was feeding you the truth until then. That's not true, because the devil's always been the devil. And that's what they want you to believe, that the devil is good, that the devil ain't always been that way, that the devil is something that you're fighting, that we have 2 natures, but we got 1 nature. You see, either original or you're a devil. And that's what they want you to believe. They don't want you to focus on physical people being devils. They want you to focus on personalities and all this crap. You see, but nature is something that you are. So either you are original or you are a devil. Either you're a son of a daughter of an original person, or you are a son of a daughter of a devil. You see, or a devil in black skin, which makes you a demon. You see, physical people. And that's another thing. It's like it would be great to continuously remind people that you're talking about physical things, physical individuals. Because sometimes you get off and just start saying stuff, and you got to remember, man, people not thinking in their right mind. People's not, they're not there. You have to constantly remind them that I'm speaking about individual people, not no spooks, no spirits, no damn dog demon in hell waiting to burn you alive and torment you for eternity. I'm talking about physical people right in front of your eyes that you can see right now. You can see these individuals, see what they're doing. You see, that's Satan, that's the devil. Individual people who fit the description. You see, not some damn spooky spirit that you can't see, that they want you to believe that everyone's fighting the same fight. We're all fighting these things together, and we need to keep praying and praying for the best and hoping the best for one another, because we're all going through tough situations in life and we're all fighting the devil and Satan. No, individual people are the devil and Satan. People around you are the devils. The devil is Massa, the one who brought you here. You see, enslaved you, inflicted you 400 years, put you through so-called slavery, which was the Holocaust. And demons is their black-faced children, half devil, half man, from the rape of the black woman, wolves in sheep clothing, Oreos, black on the outside, white in the inside. You see, devils. You see, real devils. Devils in black skin. Excuse me, brothers and sisters. From the rape of the black woman. See? It's simple, made clear. And it says what? If you cannot identify your enemies, then you are indeed your enemies. So that's why your enemies don't want you to identify them, because they're trying to hide in plain sight. That way they can keep doing what they're doing to you, and you. It's easier to attack a person that can't see, right? But if you can see, then now you can move out the way. You see? So now you know better, you do better, and that's what they don't want. They don't want you to know better. They want you to do better because they're plotting to destroy you. So you're receiving all this information from these individuals, and they're blinding you, because your enemies are the ones telling you which direction to go, and they're telling you to go down a dead end. They're telling you to go this way, and it's a brick wall right there, headed to your destruction. You see? And that's what they want. You know? They say the truth shall set you free, but they keep giving you lies. They keep giving you falsehood. They keep giving you darkness. They keep giving you the wrong information. So you make you get bad information, you make bad decisions. You see, with that information that's given. So I'm just saying, brothers and sisters, I'm saying all this to say that spooks and spirits don't exist. Hell and heaven, when you die, don't exist. You see, everything is physical. Everything is physical. Physical heaven, hell on earth. It's a condition that you're in from the decisions you make, and based off the people who are in control of your quality of life. They decide on what quality that they will, you know what I'm saying, what quality they will allow. They can affect your quality of life, right? Depending on the stores or stuff that's in your community, or what's the air you breathe, or certain stuff that's in your environment. They control your quality of living. You understand? They can't. Right. The decisions that you make in your life affects your life. You see? That's life. You see what I'm saying? No spook spirit can affect that. It's the decisions you make every day. And it's based off the information you're receiving. You see what I'm saying? So you make those decisions based off the information you're receiving, or influences you around. And also, the quality of life that you are receiving is based off certain individuals' mindsets. And if they're destroying you, then there's going to be liquor stores, there's going to be gas stations, there's going to be thrifts, not real grocery stores, but Dollar Trees and Family Dollars, and they don't want you to have access to delis and bakeries and fresh foods, and you know what I'm saying? So they can control your environment, you know, putting drugs and guns and this. You see, they can control your quality of life. And if you know what I'm saying, if you don't have the right information, then you make bad decisions based off your environment. And this is the environment that the enemy has set up for you to fail. So that's what I'm saying. But you still can do well in a bad environment with the right information, because you can still it's still based off your decisions. But if you think you've already defeated, then you'll throw in the towel and just get into whatever they give you. But you understand? You can live in the hood and still go to Walmart, you know what I'm saying? But it's sometimes more convenient just to go to the store across the street, or go to the gas station, or go to the liquor store, or shop there, or shop here, or shop at Dollar Tree, right? And have to go 20 minutes away to go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, our people just say, hey, this is what it is. This is the cards I was dealt. But you know, you really have the overall say at the end, and that's what they don't want you to believe. They want you to believe that it's not in your control, that you don't have any control, that nothing happens without God's permission, or nothing happens unless and God allows Satan to tempt you, and God is the final say so, and all these things, right? They want you to believe you don't have any control. So that's part of the game. Keep you disconnected from reality. That make it, you know what I'm saying, that you don't have any control. This spooky spiritual entity does. And he makes the final say so. And you're going to hell and heaven. You see, they're dictating all these, all these things they're saying is how you're responding to what they're saying. It's affecting you. And affecting your decisions. You see? And your enemies are the ones that's pushing that agenda, pushing that those ideas on you. That's further causing your destruction. Which Satan, that's what I'm trying to get to. Satan is the biggest influencer. He's the one that's control of Hollywood, control of the mainstream media. He's the one that's in control of all that. What you hear and what you see, that's affecting your thoughts, that's affecting you from being yourself. That's causing you to be other than yourself. He's the one putting the demons on you. He's the one having them as your role models, your examples, the people that you look up to. That you see, you think that's cool to make fun of black people because they're doing it. They make millions. See, but that's the demon vision. They helping Massa. They helping Satan, which is still Massa. You see, Satan pushed that vision, which is to destroy you. You see, because Satan has stolen your identity. You see, well, why would he do that? Because the world's been structured around the idea that he's the true seed of Abraham, but it's you. So when they found out it was you, they created Satan. You see, America, these devils, them in Britain, they established Satan when they found out that you were the true seed of Abraham to counter your claim. You see, so Satan has stolen your identity, has stolen your birthright, has robbed our nation. You see, he's not who he claimed to be. He's Satan, but he's claiming to be you. You see, and he's destroying your image because what better way to steal someone's image? But you see, what better way to do it than destroy that person's image? That way, when somebody try to come back and point a finger and say, "Hey, he stole my identity," and this person, well, your credibility has been destroyed so bad that no one believes that that's you. You're not this. You're not modest. You're not of God. You don't look like the image of God. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not worthy enough. You know what I'm saying? They destroyed your image so bad that no one believes that you are that person anymore. And you couldn't even make them believe because they're looking at the image that they painted for you, which is clowns, fools, homosexuals, punks, prostitutes, druggies, dummies, uneducated savages. This is the image that they want you to believe. And Satan's behind it 100%. He's putting a stamp on it. He's promoting it. He's showcasing that. That's what he's doing. And the demons is helping him. You see, because Satan was investing in your, he was 100% investing in the slave trade. You see, invested in the Holocaust, the so-called slavery. He was invested in making fun of you, blackface. Al Jolson made riches. He made riches. Got rich off making fun of you. And then he got demons to do it, so he no longer need blackface. He got real black folks to do it, but they're demons. They're children. You see, to play those roles and be the role models and examples. And now they're showing you how to be black, which is not. That's they teaching you how to be a devil in black skin. So now you're acting other than yourself, which is what they want you to do. And now they have you constantly distracted and misusing your energy on dancing and listening to music and watching TV and watching sports and doing this and watching entertainment and watching, you see, doing all these things that's distracting you when you got stuff that's really going on around you. You see? You still, everything that's going around the world is revolved around your covenant. Everything that you see is going on in the world is revolving around you. Everything is happening because of you, because of what they did to you. It's due to your covenant, which they don't speak about. You see, and Satan is 100% against that because he has to continue to lie that he is you. And what better way, like I said, to perfect it than to destroy your image? Because he's right. Because if you ever rise up, then now they can be exposed. If our people ever get their right mind, which they will, you see, they get their right mind and start thinking in the right direction, and all of us rise up and we change the stereotype, or we get away from those things, and they start exposing these demons for who they truly are. You see, and we separate ourselves from them. You understand? And we rise up against them. Then they right. We know that high pressure eliminates low pressure, so they get on this high pressure. If they get on this high pressure, which is what we are, versus their reality, which is low pressure, we eliminate them. So their job is to keep you on drugs, keep you entertained, keep you pacified with entertainment, keep you pacified with partying and doing drugs and going to the bar and having sex and doing all these things. They're the ones pushing out these things, these signals. They're the ones causing you to act other than yourself. That's what the Seven Churches book tells you about. It says that they was the ones to do it, and they had the demons in cahoots with them. You see? So brothers and sisters, your enemies, this is what they should be talking about on Sundays in your church. This is what the podcast should be speaking about. Satan, your enemy. You see? The one destroying you, the one that stole your image, the one who's 100% invested in destroying your image and is stolen your image and is in the business of your destruction. You understand? And telling you Satan is physical people, which is false Israel, which it tells you in the books of seven churches, which is Revelation chapters 2 and 3, verse 9, both chapters. It tells you here, it says, I am giving out of the synagogue of the Satan, of the one saying Jews to be themselves, and not they are, but they are lying. And it says what? In the blasphemy, out of the one saying Jews to be themselves, and not they are, but Satan. You see? So that don't sound like a spooky spirit. It says the one saying themselves Jews. Who's doing that? It's false Israel, right? And it says what? They're lying. It says the blasphemy out of the one saying what? They're lying. Saying what? That they're Jews and they're not. And it says it's Satan. It says the synagogue of Satan. So who has synagogues? False Israel has them, right? That's their worship centers, right? And it says what? Synagogues of what? Satan. So it's telling you exactly who Satan is. And then it tells you here for, you got people claiming that it's the satanic ones. And everybody's Satan, and Satan is the ones who's doing the work of Satan. And you get what I'm saying? Like they say, those are good Jews. Those are it's just the satanic ones. You know, that's what Farrakhan says, right? But the scripture says here that the Jews, it says the Jews and the Greeks, the devil's in Satan. It tells you that they are all written under sin. You see, and it says there is none that is righteous. No, not one. There is none that understand. They got a different mind. They got different hardware, different brain, different nature. It says that there is none that understand. There is none that seek after God. They had no fear of God for their eyes. They don't fear of consequence. So that's why they're acting out in the manner they're acting out in. You see what's going on around the world. You see Satan's got in this world. You see what the reflection of what's going on, right? If they fear God, then they wouldn't be doing these things, right? Because now, the time we're headed in, this is out of sync with reality. This wickedness, right? So they said there's none that seek after God, which they don't. And it says what? They have all turned aside. They are together become worthless. There is none that does good, no, not so much as one. So that's what the scripture tell you, that there's none that's good. So you got people that's claiming that some are good, some are satanic, some are not, some are good, some are the good ones, the good Christian, the good Jew, the good. Ain't no such thing as all those things. You see? They're all evil. They're all wicked. You see? And it says none of them are good, not one of them. You see? And that's why it says, as many ones as not are having a teaching this, who not thinking of the things deeper than Satan, that Satan will lie to you, that Satan will tell you, this damn stuff, that Satan, and some of them that's good. Damn it, no, they all bad. You see? And Satan would what? Disguise himself as an angel of light. And he's indeed what? Satan. You see? Who was deceiving those right in front of him, telling you all these lies, hitting you with all these lies, trying to get around the fact that he's the one causing your demise. He's the one fully invested in your destruction. He's the one making sure you act other than self. He's the one have you taken in all the bad information. That way you can do the works. So you can destroy yourself. Let's keep it simple. So you can destroy yourself, brothers and sisters. And that's what Satan's going to continue to do. You see? And I'm continuing doing what I'm doing. Telling you that he's false. He's not who he claimed to be. You see? Satan. It tells you right here, even in the name. It says here, false Israel. Which we know false means fake, fiction, phony, not true, not real, not it, incorrect. You see? False. It's that simple, brothers. This is false Israel. Means false Israel is not real. Look at this. Look how they spell real. A and E should be flipped. These two vowels should be flipped. Anything that's real is spelled R-E-A-L, Israel. See, brothers and sisters? Made simple and clear. Jewish, right? They're the ones claiming to be Jews, right? And it says, what about those? Those claiming to be Jews, but they're not. They're Satan. So they wish that they were Jews, but they're Satan. And then the word, right, wish means what? It means a desire or hope for something to happen. Meaning that you want something to happen, but it probably won't. You see what I'm saying? It's a possibility. It's a high possibility that it cannot or it probably will not happen. You see, 10 times out of 10 that it's not going to happen. That's wishing and praying and all those things that nothing has ever been produced from them and never will. You understand? So you can wish and pray and hope and dream and have the urge to want these things to come true, but they'll never come true. You see? And it says what? That they're Satan. Those claim to be Jews, but they're not. They're Satan. You see? And then in the word wish, you got the word ish. Wish, ish, which is a suffix word for not exactly, kind of, somewhat, a little bit, kind of, somewhat, right, in that nature, right? Somewhat, kind of, in some fashion, some form of fashion, right? They're not it, you know? It's like mankind, kind of like a man. You know what I'm saying? Like an image of something. It's like it's the image of it. It means not it. So this is the same thing as Jewish. They're not it. You see? They wish that they were Jews, but they're not. They're Satan. You see? And in the word Jew came from the word tribe, came from original tribe it's an African tribe, Levite tribe. Came from the word Judah, which is original Levite tribe, priest tribe, right? It's original. So they wish that they were original, but they're not. They're the seed of the devil. You see? They're Satan. So they wish that they were this original Levite tribe. You see, priest tribe, which that's with God, right? Well, just keep it simple, brothers and sisters. They wish that they were original. They wish they weren't devils. They wish they weren't Satan, but they are. You see? They are indeed exactly who they don't want to be and who they don't want you to believe that they are. So they're going to keep telling these things. They're going to keep telling these lies. They're going to keep deceiving. You're going to keep making sure that you're full of entertainment and full of going the wrong direction. Make sure that you're consuming as much misleading information as possible and a lot of foolishness as possible, keeping you full of all these things that they're distracting and destroying you with, you know, because their job is to wipe you out. That's the main objective, to eliminate you. And if anybody's not telling you these things, then they don't know or they helping. You understand? So, but the NOI, you see, Friedcast, right? People on there, Jeffrey, Daniel, Ishmael, and all those that's along with them, they understand what the hell's going on. They know that the devil's a Caucasian man. They know that they know these things. They know Louis Farrakhan's a damn demon, son of a devil. You see, his father's a Portuguese Jew. They know these damn things. These things are exposed, so it's not. So now they're covering it up. They're hiding, and they know that the devil and they're trying to destroy the black man. No matter what kind of black man you can be a demon. You still black. You still black. You see, you might not be original, but you're still black. And the devil is in the business to destroy all blacks. So you don't get it. You see, so they're helping the devil for no reason. You know what I mean? They could be telling you that you're in danger 24/7. That the devil's plan is still to wipe you out. That complete separation is still what we own. That was the mission. That was a core mission, to separate from these devils, to get away from them, because their task was to destroy you and still is to this day. Nothing has changed. Their agenda has not changed. You see? But they make it seem like you can stay here, stay in the land of your imprisonment, which says you'll be a fool. You see? They tell you it's okay, that our blood, sweat, and tears, that this is the promised land, and we ain't going nowhere, that devils ain't devils no more. See, this is the talk. You see? But that's not the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You see? They're totally out of order. You see? So anyway, these are the things that should be spoken about. Satan, devil, demons. You see? What's going on in the Middle East with Gaza? You see? What's going on with Satan, false Israel, and Gaza, and what they're doing to them. You see what I'm saying? So let's talk about that. You see? Because that's the main thing to talk about, brothers and sisters. That's what's really this is the greatest sign in history right now as we speak. What's going on over there? You see? What's taking place over there in Gaza? With what's going on over there with what Israel's doing? False Israel's doing to the people in Gaza, which I explained, which is abomination, which is causing disgust and hate of the desolation that's taking place over there, which is genocide. They starved them out. They're killing innocent women and children. They're blowing up children, starving and killing children. You see? Does that sound like the works of Jesus? Or does that sound like the works of Satan? You see? It said, know a tree by the fruit it bears. Know them by their works. You see? And they're doing the works of Satan. You see? And now, it said actions speak louder than words. It says that their words, what they say don't match up with what they're doing. You see? What they're doing and saying not matching up with their image anymore. You see? They're being exposed as being wicked, evil. See, people see how cruel and wicked they are, hateful, and see, so it's causing disgust and hatred worldwide. Everybody seeing them for who they truly are. They're shining their true colors because, well, they're devils. They've been exposed. And now it said all things will fail during this time for them. So everything's backfiring. It says everything will fail them. So nothing's working for them. Their propaganda is no longer working. Everybody see what they're doing now. Everybody can see exactly what they're doing. It said inherit what they say and they do. So we'll just take a quick look at what they're doing. This is what they're doing to those Palestinians. Commit genocide on their people. It's something that they were doing. They was oppressing the Palestinians for 70 plus years. So they retaliated, right? And then now, this is what Satan is doing to them. Even though he deserved what he got because he was oppressing them. You see? They just trying to get what's due to them, right? Trying to get back what they already had. You see this? Works of Satan. Know them by their works. You see what's going on here? This is what God's chosen people are doing. God's so-called chosen people. And this is the greatest sign of our time right now. What's taking place right over here. You see this? Because, like I explained to you, what they're doing to them is a reflection of what's coming their way. What's coming to false Israel's way, which is destruction. You see? And hell, and all the hell that they're raining on them. You see, all this cruelty, all this hatred, all this disgust is coming their way. All this starvation and malnutrition and dehydration and killing innocent women and children. Genocide is coming their way, being under siege and not being able to get food and natural resources, stuff, necessities, needs, eat, stuff, keep their families warm during this time. You see, they're killing innocent women and children. They didn't have to go about it this way. They didn't have to do they didn't have to do it this way. They could have went about it in another manner. But this is the manner they went about it because they didn't give a damn about them. You see, because this is who they exposing who they really are. Satan. You see the images? This is the works of Satan. You see that woman with her child? You see? Do they look happy? You see this? Look at that. All that dust. Look at all that injuries. You see this? Look at all that. Look at this. Did he look happy? No. Hell no. Look at this boy. Ain't he starved the hell out? You see him? You see these families? Do they look happy? They look miserable. All this destruction. Says, know a tree by the fruit it bears, know them by their works. And look, does this look like the work of Satan? You see? Now let's check this out. This is the staple of what's taking place over there right now, brothers and sisters. Look at this boy. Look at him. He was starved out, starved to death. Look, all the way down to a bone. You see? And this is what we shared. Because this is what's about to take place to them. Exactly what they're doing over there to Gaza is going to take place to them. So they inherit what they say and do. So they should have been careful on what they were saying and what they were doing. Because now those things are going to backfire on them. Now what they've done is coming back to them, which is the greatest sign of our time, brothers and sisters. Because this is the abomination of desolation in Gaza that's taking place is a reflection of what's about of justice that's about to take place to Israel, to false Israel when God destroyed them, right? Because it's going to be an imminent war with Iran, and false Israel is going to lose that war, and God's going to back Iran and not false Israel like everybody believes, because people believe that when God come back, right, he's going to be with God's chosen people, which is supposedly false Israel, and they're going to destroy all the enemies, right? But they're going to be in total shock when false Israel is destroyed. You see, which is not supposed to happen, right? Because it says what? That it says when God, it said, right? It says when God placed them in their land, they're not to be uprooted or removed. So if that happens, and that means what? They're not who they claim to be. That they're false. You see, and that's right, and that's another thing, brothers and sisters, and that's why this was the greatest sign of our time, because this is a sign that Jerusalem is about to be surrounded by armies, which is how this is the whole point of this book, which is to get you ready for that sign, which is the surrounding of false Israel, which is a sign for you to flee. You get out of their neighborhoods, out of their communities, out of the suburbs, get away from the devils, because they're going to kill you once they find out who you are. Once false Israel is destroyed, they're going to attack you. They're going to kill you. They're going to be told to kill you. They're going to get the call to kill you. They're not going to no longer sugarcoat or put no sweetener on it. It's over with, brothers and sisters. And this is what your pastors and preachers and the NOI Friedcast have been speaking about. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, know that its destruction is near. And whose destruction is it? It's false Israel's. You see? Because they control Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the capital of false Israel. It says they're going to be destroyed. Not redeemed or punished, but destroyed, which proves that they're not the true seed of Abraham. You see? And we are. And that means what? Curse those who curse Israel. You see? Curse those who curse Israel. So when the devils find out that they are the ones who've done it, now they know for a fact, because they've been shown a mirror. Now they see how wicked and evil and sick and twisted they are, and they've been terrorizing God's people, and said, curse those who curse Israel. And now they know that they're in hell. Now they know they're on their way to hell. Now they know that their forefathers and mothers are not in heaven, and they're in hell, where they're on their way to. And now their whole reality has been shattered, and they lost control. And now the reality, you see, their reality is out of there. The way that they think is out of there. It's been completely broken. And now they have to rush at you to gain that control, because you now have the second claim, which they can't allow that idea to spread, because that means that now they have to accept judgment. So now they're gonna do what any criminal would do, right? If you want a clean shot and not going to jail, well, your best thing to do is to get rid of the evidence. You see? So that's what they think they're going to do. They're going to try to get rid of you, which is the consequence. They're going to try to get rid of you, their consequence. But we know a dummy can decide to do whatever he wants to do if he thinks he can get rid of consequence. But the wise men know that you can't. No one can get away from consequence. It's coming in another form. You see? So they're not so smart. They're not as smart as they think they are, because you can't escape consequence. Nobody is exempt from consequence. Not one person. You understand? So they can do all they want to do. They can try to wipe us out, which won't happen. You see, because the evidence is that we're multiplying, and they can't stop it, because the very thing that they're trying to do to stop it is causing us to multiply. You understand? So what they're trying to do to prevent us from growing is causing us to grow, and we're growing stronger. We're going. We are multiplying, and we're becoming. And our people are rising up. They're hearing the message. You see, they're seeing what's going on. They're putting 2 and 2 together and find out that it's 4 and not 22 anymore. You understand? So they're getting around the devil now. They're finding out that the devil's the goddamn. The devil is the devil. You see, because they thought that devils and demons was something that was tagging them, spiritual and spooky entities that they couldn't see. Now they're starting to see who the devil is, which was already shared with you, which shouldn't be hard to explain who the devil is. But demon was something that would come when the messenger came, when the messenger of the covenant would come and expose these things. And now they know those things, and now they're withholding this information from you. So I'm saying all this to say, brothers and sisters, that the abomination of desolation that's taking place in Gaza is a reflection of what's going to take place to false Israel, which is justice. Because this will be the sign that you would need to get away from these devils. That's the point I was trying to make. To get away from these devils, brothers and sisters, because your life is in danger. You see, because once false Israel goes under siege, it say flee. That's what I said. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, flee. When you see them Jerusalem by armies, flee. get out of their communities, get out of the suburbs, their communities and neighborhoods, get out of bed with these devils. If you in bed with them, you're in trouble. But get away from these devils, because once the event happens where false Israel is destroyed, then they're going to attack all blacks. That's going to trigger the attack of all blacks. And if you had not already hit the hill, if you had not already gotten out of town, if you have not already went into the inner cities and got with your people and gathered up with blacks, where all blacks are fleeing, if you hesitate, then you will lose your life, and your family's lives will be lost as well. So this was the sign for our people to, during this time, to prepare to flee. Well, it's not really a flee if you do it in advance. If you are, see, like right now, you could be understanding what I'm saying, and now you're preparing your family to move into the inner city until you get word of what to do next. Because you gotta understand, if we're telling you, then we're telling them, brothers and sisters. So certain things we can't just tell you right off the flip, because they're listening. So if they knew what we was to do, they can prevent it from happening. So certain things you have to be. That's why you gotta stay around, stick around, because we can't be doing that, because then we get you eliminated. You understand? So, but still, it can't stop you from relocating now. You see what I'm saying? You relocate. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? We can't just be telling you, like, if I could just tell you, hey, we're going to meet up here at this such and such time. When this event happens, meet me here. Then if they know that, they're going to put a damn bomb there, and they're going to blow us all up when we all get there. So that's why I'm saying, like, do what's necessary for you and your family. But I'm telling you, I'm just giving you information. You understand? So it would be wiser for you to go about in that direction, because you know that you're going to have to get out of there. You're going to have to get away from them devils eventually, because at the end of the day, they're going to kill you, period. Point blank, period. So the job that you would have to, the assignment is to get the hell away from them as soon as possible. You see, before this event. You see what I'm saying? That way you don't run into the risk of hesitating, because if you hesitate, you lose your life. You see? So that's why, brothers and sisters, you stay tuned. You stay close by, because it says flee. You see, and it says don't go back into your house to get your baby. You see, so it's going to be a time of extreme panic and stress and fear that you can't even go back to get your baby. That's deep. You see, because a lot of people still want to go back and get their baby, and now you have to deal with that trauma of not being able to have to do that. You understand? That's a lot to have to bear, to endure within itself, that you never got to go back and get your baby. You understand? That's tough. Once you do get into safety and things settle down for a little bit, now that's on your mind, that your baby. You see, and this is why our people was the message of the covenant was preaching for 30 years plus, trying to warn our people, trying to tell them what's going on, so we can prevent these things from happening, so families didn't have to suffer, so our people didn't have to go through this. That's why the Levites were not supposed to be deceived by a son of a devil, Louis Farrakhan, the son of perdition, the son of hell, the fall causer of the nation, who destroyed the nation and destroyed the black people's lives that were supposed to be saved. You understand? Our people's life, we weren't supposed to have to go through all this. You see, but the Levites were deceived, and they were told not to be deceived. And now the nation is ran by a devil in black skin, and he's leading them the wrong direction. He's got them worshiping Sunniism. He got them telling them devils ain't devils. Tell them they ain't going nowhere. Now he's completely put them in this situation where they're going to suffer from listening to him. Telling them to stock up on food when there's going to be extreme famine here. It's going to make them a target. We're going to put them on the menu. You see? So our people weren't supposed to have to go through this, but they were deceived. So that's the brothers' fault, the Levite brothers' fault, and that's why they're going through the tribulations. You see, but not the sisters. Any sister that want to go home, they out of here. Their way is paved with gold. You see? So when the God come back, when Michael deliver those in the Lamb's Book of Life, right? They out of here. They out of here with 144,000, the message of the covenant. So if you see any sister, you tell her waist paved with gold, and her and the children don't have to go through the tribulations. They getting the hell out of here. You see? Smooth the hell out of here. Any brother that want their sister and their children, want their wife or their sister, their grandma, their mothers, want any of those women in their life to go through that, you ain't nothing. You understand? And if you want your children to go through that, you really ain't nothing. You see? So anybody that understand what I'm saying, and I'm telling you this, and this resonates with you, and you hear what I'm saying, it would be wise for you to spread the message. Make sure you tell a sister. You need to be telling people in general, but I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just giving you the information, and you do with it as you please. But I'm saying it'd be wise to tell your people, and it would definitely be wise for you to tell your sister, your, you know what I'm saying? Tell your mother, tell black women in general. You see a black woman, you see a sister out there, you let her know her way's paved with gold, and she's not going to have to go through this much longer. And tell her to stay near and stay close by the message, and her way is paved with gold, and she's out of here. And she's going off to make, she's out of here. That's all I can say. And tell her that America is going down, and she don't want to be nowhere near close to it, and just let her know that God's on her side. And she gonna figure out the rest when they get with the sisters. The sisters, that's the sisters' job. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna get with the prophet sisters, prophetess sisters, tell them to get with those sisters, and they're gonna bring them up to speed, get them where they need to go to move on to the next reality. You see? Because we know our people, we've been told lies after lies after lies. So it's gonna take time. It'll take time to get to understanding things because we've been lied to in such a way. You understand? It's deep, you know. The lies deep, and they constantly shooting lies at you. You see, but if she can hear that, she can. Sometimes people just women have a thing that they follow. They follow their heart. They have intuition. They have the gut feeling that what you're saying is true. So they just hear you out, and they might take the information, take it down, look up the sisters, find the sisters, contact her, and save their damn life. You see? But if the message never get to her, then she can't do nothing. You see? Now she's destroyed because of you. Because you decided to sit on the message. Because you decided to block the message. Because you decided to help and aid the enemy. You see? Which is anybody that's pushing Master's vision, pushing anything that's besides this, the Abraham covenant, is the enemy to our people. Especially if you understand it. If you know it and you understand it, and you're not speaking up. You see? So, but do as you please, because that's what you can do, you know. But it do say you reap what you sow, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's nothing spooky. It is what it is. So if something happens to somebody and you could do something about it, then you are fully responsible for that person's blood on it. Their blood is on your hands. You understand? That's mathematics. Ain't nothing you can do. So if you decide that you make it out of here because you was sitting back sucking up all the information, and then you make it out of here, and then we find out you are in trouble. You don't get it? You're in trouble. Now you got something else you got to deal with. It was almost better if you was dead. You understand? However, brothers and sisters, this is the most important time right now in history. What's taking place right now in Gaza is most important thing because the reflection was going to take place with false Israel. And it says our people are lost from the lack of knowledge. Lost from the lack of knowledge of what? That when Iran destroys false Israel, that's going to trigger the attack of all blacks. And it says, flee! Don't go back to get your baby. That's disturbing. That should make you think. Right? Now you see, the sisters should be even more closer to their children now, because that's the message. You see, women need to make sure that they're with their children so they won't have to suffer that condition that they're going to be put in. You know what I'm saying? Or situation that they're going to be put in, and now, now they have to deal with that. And they are already emotional by default. You understand? Now you see. If you know that this reality is coming to an end, but you still acting like it's not, you thinking you like, oh, that's bull crap. Ain't nothing about to happen. That's what they always say. You know what I'm saying? You know the reality is about to be, it's burning up, and it's about to totally be burnt up and destroyed and collapse, right? But you playing both sides. You see? And then you still save your life. And then others lost theirs. But it's on you. You see what I'm saying? Because if you truly, somewhat deep down inside, felt that this was something you need to tell somebody and you didn't, man, that's deep. It's on you though. You know? That's something that you had to deal with. So, I'm talking about the brothers. You see? Sisters ain't got nothing to do with them. Your job is to save them. Your job is to protect them. Your job is to restore their honor, to restore their respect and honor. It's your job to do your job like they did theirs, and that's the reason why we're still here. Not from the blood of Jesus, not because some mystery God, not because Jesus died and came back and all these old crap, and not, you know what I'm saying? Not because of that, no, because of the black woman. She made sure she kept producing our seed when she was told not to. They were told to not. They weren't allowed to sleep with us. They risked their lives. You see? That's a true warrior. That's a real warrior. You see? Alright, brothers and sisters. This event is the most important event in your life. It's going to change your life forever because your life is in danger. We are headed into the time of unprecedented trouble, a time like no other and never will there be. A time worse than our own experience, worse than so-called slavery, the Holocaust. You see? Murder, rape, genocide, being burnt, being experimented on without anesthesia, our children being put in cages, fed to gators, you see? Being stitched, cut open, peeled up, burnt up, cooked, eaten. You see? Stuff that you can't even imagine, can't even fathom. You see? You have to be a devil or a demon yourself to even start to even paint those pictures. You see? But it's vivid, it's raw. You see? And it's real, brothers and sisters. Nothing spooky. This is coming to America. No food, destruction. You see? Total chaos. You see? Stuff that you've never seen or heard of. Children gray-headed. People walking around drunk but haven't had anything to drink. Cannibalism. People, the most tender-hearted man won't have compassion for his wife and his children. He's going to eat them because there's not going to be anything to eat. Then you have Louis Farrakhan telling you to stock up on food, making you a damn target. Okay, brothers. So with that being said, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.